Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, Blaze Oxygen Not Included. I looked at the comments, and it's just stupid enough to work. There were many good comments. We're going to try to enact as many of those solutions as we can. Something that somebody said was, it sounds counterintuitive, but what if you just set a mop order on the polluted water? Obviously, it's going to make somebody very stressed out. This might actually work. We should also disable this liquid filter because it's just eating power for no reason. And, so there's two things right off the bat. A third thing is make all of our, and this might be like, this could potentially have not amazing side effects, but make all of your storage containers that store food a higher, like it probably goes to the ration box, right? A higher priority, and then that will make our units actually sweep the way we want them to sweep. I just want to see if you're gonna, can you do it? Like, they will actually pick up the food off the ground faster. They're also gonna sweep up everything faster, so we'd really like to see, in fact, what we should do is just make one of them food only. Like, why are you picking up sand and dropping it off? Did I make you something only? Like, you only holds... Yeah, I don't really understand. I guess they're trying to consolidate it, like, make it, unreachable mop. They're trying to consolidate it and make it like all the same units or something, but I don't know. We can't get to it because we have a pump there, so we might just have to accept that this is going to stick in this situation for now, and that's okay. What are we going to do next? Well, we probably priority number one is we need algae. Let me look at research quickly. Research completed. We finished basic farming so we can make, wait, no, that's our oldest one. Go all the way to the end, please. Power regulation. So we already have done some power regulation. We built the new battery. Should be positive for us. We need something here. Somebody told me that we cannot make separate grids until we have transformers. So that'll be a little bit further ahead, I think, in terms of our research. Sorry, my scroll wheel's all bunged up here. That is in advanced power regulation. So we got a long way to go. We got internal combustion coming after that. First, we got air systems, which I think is good, so that we can start to wean ourselves off of algae usage as much as possible. And we do desperately need this algae. So this is a high priority get for us right here. Knowing that it is going to create some bad situations. We are going to probably get slime lung. I want to peep germs real quick. Oh, another thing. No, this is actually stupid of me. Another thing that was requested is there is an airflow tile near our toilet. And I believe people are talking about this airflow tile. And that's allowing poop gas to escape into our base. So we do probably want to dust that. Some people were saying there is a problem. And they're right, that we actually have like a direct line for polluted water to get into our base. And we'll build these, I shouldn't do them at priority 9s. Again, bad habit. If somebody takes they urinate down here, it's just gonna fall down the ladder directly into the base. Now, what they should have said if they were a nice person who wants to get along with people, and I am using my patronizing voice because they patronized me with their comment. If they wanted to have a better chance of success in interpersonal relationships, they should have said, I hope he puts a tile there. And then a little lip. Alright, now I look like a fool. Because they can't build the tile there. You know what? I deserve that. For succumbing to the dark side of the Force. Why can you not build a tile there? Is it because of the water? This sounds stupid. You got me. Fair enough. But instead they said, how many episodes until I'm made to look like a genius because of NL's stupidity here? And it turns out the answer was 1. They were indirectly correct. But just because they're correct, that doesn't mean they're right. We probably need to, and we'll do these at a priority 8, but deconstruct that, build a tile, and then we'll build either, well, I guess it would have to be an airlock. The idea is Oh, no, it doesn't have to be an airlock. We can just build a pneumatic door. And with this lip, if somebody pees or vomits down here, or, you know, whatever their business is, it's not really my business right now, then it'll get stuck. And we can mop it up instead of having it immediately pollute the water supply. And finally, the most, like, upvoted comments should now be taken care of once we get this bottle of urine that's been emitting polluted oxygen for 800 episodes out of the way. And there you go. You know I had to do it to him. So we got a functional base still, with some quality of life improvements within the first 5 minutes. That's pretty fast. We desperately need algae. Base should be running, yeah, this is okay for now. Take some time, shower, you know, pick up some sandstone and use it to build that tile. That's important. Now I'll go take a shower. Well, we're never going to get rid of that tooltip. That's fine. Get some copper. Get some sandstone. Build that tile. Look at that. You got some... What are you doing with the... see, I've done something wrong here. Like, they're reprioritizing the placement. And the truth of the matter is that I don't care what the placement of materials within our storage compactors are. Just as long as they're in a storage compactor, that's the only thing that matters to me. But eventually, hopefully, they'll finish it. Okay, so now we got a little lip here that should catch any spills that come over. That's okay. The next step is definitely this greenhouse. And one thing that people suggested is that there's chlorine gas in my greenhouse. There is a little chlorine gas. The chlorine gas is not that hot. The carbon dioxide is hot. So one thing I was thinking is that we could build a, you know what? That's quick algae, dude. I wouldn't mind it. The rest is going to fall down here, but, one thing I was thinking was, like, we could just make this larger and see if that helps. And if that doesn't help, by making it larger, we can justify putting a gas pump in here. And then we can pump the carbon dioxide, because I think that's what's making it hot. Either that or there's like a geothermal vent somewhere down here maybe, or I don't know. Maybe the specific heat capacity of like this iron ore is just, like, it's hot. There was a volcano here 1,000 years ago and it's still holding its temperature. Because the other thing we could do is just move the greenhouse. We could scrap all this and move the greenhouse to a different area where it's not nearly as hot, like right there, for example. It's a pretty nice space. A lot of carbon dioxide. What's the temperature? 24 degrees? That's not bad. Yeah, I think I'd probably rather move it and then have this room be available for something else. That's my thinking at the present moment, anyway. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that hatch is doing good work right now. And what are you guys doing, though? You're taking muckroot all the way back down here. Is it because these are high-priority storage compactors? Oh, it's because the ration box is high priority, so you're grabbing the stuff that's relevant for that. I can't be mad. That seems extremely nice. Building lacks resources. It doesn't, though, is the thing? Do me a favor. And this is annoying, but get that taken care of. You haven't emptied this bottle yet. See, I need you to sweep these bottles. One of them's caught in a tile. I wonder if that's the problem. Screw the priority 7s, dude. Okay, they got the water, but the polluted water is not gonna do it for him, I think. You ever smell something so bad you immediately have to take a dump? He's got the polluted water! Privacy, please. He's done it. Alright, that's a great start, I think. Food, it'll be fine for another day or two. Algae, we really, really need to work on. These are a priority 5. Let's raise them to a 7, because it is going to take us a long time. I mean, there's... Oh, that's clay, not algae. This is algae. And most of it is touching slime. So it's going to be mad germy. That's what the wash basin is for. And this should hold everything for now. But then we'll... You know what we should do, just to be sure? It should actually only hold slime. Because if we make it hold everything, the minerals are going to get germy. We can make it hold everything just until we get to the slime, which I think is what we were already doing. But, you're going to do that for every piece of sandstone. Oh, no. You're getting... Your algorithm's all busted, buddy. I mean, we could make that... We don't want to make it a priority 9 yet. Just let the chips fall where they may, dude. Because what's your priority here? 5? Yeah, I think it's having unintended side effects, is that they're taking all the minerals that they get down to a different storage compactor because those storage compactors have higher priorities. So what we need to do here is actually segregate the storage compactors, and we really want, you know, like these can go back to being a 5. And then this should just be an 8 or a 9. I think it's already an 8. And then that might make things a little better for now. I think they might have been moving stuff from lower priority storage compactors. What are you doing? He's just endlessly picking up and delivering rocks over and over. Hopefully that gets reset when he goes to sleep. Otherwise, I'm going to be... You're not doing the same thing, are you? Maybe there's just a lot of igneous rock all on the same spot. That is potentially more likely. Alright, so we do want to get to algae. And we want to do it, and this is the whole reason we came up through this section. We want to do it without forcing our duplicants to get too near the polluted water. So there's a nice little algae vein here and here. Doesn't require us to get through too much gold amalgam. It should be a decent supply. If not a lot, at least some. And the thing is, now that they've stored it in this storage compactor, we have an issue, don't we? Because here comes the slime. Just gonna pollute the whole base. Do we have a deodorizer yet? No, we need decontamination research. We don't necessarily need a carbon skimmer yet, because this stuff is all locked up. It's hermetically sealed, as the case may be. Sorry, you also need to ladder up here. This is a delicate situation, but I think it's for the best. Now you should only store slime. So actually turn everything off, turn slime on. Hopefully all of the stuff that's out here, we're not going to get it done in one day. Hopefully it doesn't end up being too germy before it leaves. And you should be like, anytime you get slime, immediately throw it in there. And all the other stuff should be moved. It's going to be annoying. And this place is going to be mad germy. If we... but it... Are they going to permanently have slime lung? Like, do we need to build a med bay more or less immediately to make this work for us? I don't know. What I do know is that we have insufficient oxygen generation. And that's bad. That might be related to... And we might as well throw down another storage compactor here. That might be related... Oh, I did this wrong. Whatever, you can build it at a 5. Just kidding. Might be related to algae concerns. It might be related to priorities. I don't know, our algae deoxidizer is at an 8, but so is ladder construction, so... And actually, the storage compactor is at a 9. And the sweep orders, I don't even remember. Cycle 28 report. Lost oxygen, lost kilocalories. Calories are still okay, and we have a harvest incoming in probably 2 days. Might need to make some mush loaf. Also, 2 days are gonna be the days, so they're gonna throw it back to you. Ooh, do we want to skim carbon dioxide from the air? Or do we want to produce oxygen? Honestly, if I thought that skimming carbon dioxide would work here, I would do it. As it stands, we could put a carbon skimmer down here. It doesn't produce oxygen, you gotta remember that. But it would help balance our base, maybe. The electrolyzer, the problem is that you need hydrogen, or it produces hydrogen. So before you even get it set up, you want to have a place that you can pump the hydrogen into, and then you never know if it's, Dude, I am stupid. Why are we not just mining this algae? Hey, I'm a dumb idiot. Ignore this order for now. Prioritize this at like a 3. I should really just prioritize it at a 5, because it's never going to get done at a 3 anyway. And this, don't even sweat that. I'm a stupid idiot. What we need to do is do like a priority 7 dig right through here. Is that oxalite? Freaking is oxalite. Build a ladder down. That was a lower priority, unfortunately. Tile. I mean, you don't even necessarily want to tile across too much here, but there's also like other stuff here that is so much more useful for us than the stuff that I had previously been getting. Look at that algae. It's like hundreds of kilos of algae, maybe thousands of kilos of algae. Don't click off the screen. I'll be upset. Pop this. It's not going to solve our problems forever, but it's going to solve our problems for a while.
Ryan.
Hello.
I was organizing the sock and underwear drawer.
Yeah.
And is this actual sock or is this a Christmas sock?
This is my actual sock, but it is enormous. It got, the top of it got blown out somehow. It's like, I could put my head. Yeah. That's like that's a sock for a bank robber or something.
Are you gonna wear it?
No, you can toss that.
I thought it was like, this gotta be a Christmas
that is
sock.
a humorous size of sock. I'll give you that.
It's thicker than my arm.
You're telling me. All right. What are you doing? You're probably still doing priority shifting on the slime and the igneous rock. This is good because we need all of, or at least would like all of these minerals to get out of here, because otherwise they're going to be dirty forever. I would love to make like, I should have made another like hermetically sealed area up here. You're taking too long. I've prioritized this incorrectly. What's going on with the priorities here? It's because you're a priority 9. And the sweep orders, they're priority 8s, I think. I really want this to be dug. It's just much more readily available algae. Yeah, we do have a little slime lung. Mercifully, we haven't polluted much of the rest of the base. But it's probably stupid. Maybe we should just accept that these minerals are gone. I kind of tried to set up like the perfect scenario. I mean, 181 germs? 1,500 germs? Okay, well, like what? The thing is, this thing's gonna start producing slime forever. Cancel all these orders. Cancel those orders. Get out of here. I don't want you here anymore. It's a priority 5 storage compactor now. Start digging. Start building, start digging. Might even need you to do some cooking today. We'll see. Building lacks resources, algae terrarium. We are going to solve that problem very quickly. We're going to issue priority 8 sweeping orders just on the algae for now. Don't mind the oxalite. If we can get the oxalite to produce oxygen, I'm going to be a happy man. In fact, I think to save us some time, because it is a little bit of an order here, we're going to put a priority 8 storage compactor up. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're eating? You gotta eat. That's fair. You're unclogging the toilet? You gotta unclog the toilet. That's also fair. These are very fair concerns and criticisms right now. You took a shower? You still got slime lung? Oh, you're like mad slime lunged up. You got slime lung and food poisoning. Why are you covered in slime? 'Cause you have slime in you. No, you don't. Can we issue? We can issue a disinfect order. They're germy, so they're getting everything else germy. I think that's the only explanation. So this area, we need like exosuits or something, dude. Have you disinfected it? You have not. Can you disinfect it now? I'm worried that you're gonna cover the whole base in germs. So far, it's not that. There you go. It's probably gonna take you a whole day. You're still extremely germy from clay. Oh, the clay was coated in slime. What about you? You got food poisoning germs. You got slime lung germs from algae. Not thrilled about this. And in fact, I mean, I knew... It's not so bad. It's probably just going to endlessly produce more and more pollution, which is really what I'm worried about. So we got all... I don't even know, dude. Do we even want to... please dig these out? Do we even want to get rid of this area here? Because it's actually, like... If it's already growing plants for us, and it's very breathable, which it is, because of the oxalite, probably, it's essentially like a free greenhouse. So I sort of don't want to mess with it. Your plants probably grow better if they're not submerged in sand. But we weren't really thinking about that. We were 100% prioritizing algae. And so far, I think that's worked out relatively well. Still quite germy. We've restricted some of the germination, which is not the way that that word works. The time has come. I'm sorry, Hatch. Did our other hatch? I thought it turned on us. Well, I guess because we have accidentally dug up the plants themselves, we will just take the seeds and maybe we'll make this our other greenhouse. Okay, so do me a favor. Is it germy in here? Our people are germy. The area is not germy. Give me like a priority 7 sweep here. We have 4,800 kilos of algae. It's very good. I would like you, if possible. Ooh, here's what we do. Give me a priority 8 ladder. We're going to open up a second path to take through our base, so you can get to the cooking area a little faster. And we're going to make another greenhouse here. Oh, what's your problem? Atmospheric pressure, huh? Yeah, we've blown it somehow here. You can mouse over and see. The air pressure, I don't know, is the air pressure... It's too low. Does air pressure... I'm being real with you. Does air pressure refer to the concentration of oxygen within a particular mixture of gases, or does it refer to the amount of that gas within a closed space? I guess what I'm trying to get at is... Well, let me think. Now I'm trying to be a smart guy. If we have an airlock that's always closed, these things are not going to get enough breathable gas, probably, in order to be able to function, because they're going to consume more carbon dioxide than they produce oxygen. That might not be true. Like, I know, and everybody's immediately going to go, well, according to Newton's second law of thermodynamics, matter can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred between two... And that's true, but they're turning the carbon from carbon dioxide into glucose. And then the O2 is what comes out. It's been a while since I essentially did anything intellectual, though, at least related to science. So I might be like a little bit off base. I might be substantially off base. I do not know. If you do me a favor, give me an auto harvest and an auto harvest. I know these look strange, but everything looks strange when you're a stranger, dude. So now we've solved our algae problem. We have a new problem related to the algae problem. That problem is germs. It seems like once we disinfect something, it stays disinfected. Like this thing is still holding stuff that is infected, but it's not immediately infected itself. We really want to sweep this up, and I want to make this into greenhouse number 2. We got so many seeds. In fact, we got blossom seeds, briar seeds. Still have insufficient oxygen generation. And I do recognize, by the way, that we could build a carbon skimmer. We're planting briar seeds. Because we want a decor bonus in here. The decor still stinks, more or less. But do we want a carbon skimmer here? But there's not that much CO2 here. Really feels like a carbon skimmer here is the right thing to do. And I wonder if we skimmed off enough... Please open this, by the way. This is actually a priority 9, which i.e. is a priority 8. To see if these things will grow better with the door open. Might also allow some CO2 to get out and some oxygen to get in. I understand the products of... and the reagents of photosynthesis. What I don't understand very much is pressure. You're not submerged in air. But meanwhile, our base, clearly there's air. People are breathing it. You know, animals are flying in it. So I think the fact that we had it airlocked is bad. It might take us another day or two to get this area cleared out, but I'm very glad we have. The oxalite, it's emitting some oxygen. I'm just kind of waiting to see where the gases sort of fall here. Obviously, we have harvest being done. It's good. We're actually in a pretty good spot here. It might take us a little while for the atmospheric pressure to start. It seems like it's come... I don't know. It goes up and then it goes way down. Like the atmospheric pressure just tanks. What's tanking it? Is it when it emits polluted oxygen from the compost? Or is it just taking its time here to kind of filter out? I'm gonna be straight up with you. Couldn't tell you. I do not know. All that being said, I'm pleased with the way the episode has gone today. We got a little research done. Got a lot of seeds, and we have our next greenhouse is essentially like already available. I haven't really thought about how I want gas to transfer here. Like maybe we do want to put an airlock here. We have another like pretty rich area that we can use for staging. We could put a room in here that does something. But for now, you know, we have 21 mealwood seeds. We're pretty close to food equilibrium, but I wouldn't mind picking up a little extra. So I think if we build like a ration box, and then a few planters boxes. Kind of want to try to build them out of clay, which seems to give it a better temperature tolerance level. I've never really experimented with building things with different materials. I usually just use copper. Usually just use sandstone. You know, whatever the most appropriate is for like a base level. Which one? Only one of you should take seeds. Like you? What are you at? 19,600? This, you're gonna be a seed-only storage compactor when you're done. You're gonna be seeds, and you're gonna be meal lice, and you're gonna be a priority 9. Like, you're gonna be food and seeds, so that as soon as something is made, it's gonna be put in there. Well, actually, this should just be... Make sure they're both 8, 8, 8, so they should go to the closest one, or the closest one that's not full, at least. And give me some mealwood. Give me some mealwood. Give me some mealwood. Growth halted illumination. Give me some mealwood. I was thinking, give me some mealwood. Mealwood. It wouldn't be too bad to have some mealwood here. If you could just give me a little bit of mealwood. What are we waiting on? Insufficient oxygen generation. We did produce a lot less today. So our next big project, which we'll probably handle, or start to handle in the next episode, is, don't give me this insufficient resources. We have oxygen. The next thing should be an electrolyzer, I think. Lost 50 kilos oxygen. Lost some kilocalories, but that's okay. Didn't quite get our disinfect orders done, and these, because of the clay, you're gonna be dirty. I don't like it. It does make sense, though. And it wouldn't have, many moons ago. So I'm a little bit happier with myself. You shouldn't be up here. This should be like a, you know, no, you locked. You can't come up here yet. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Your comments have helped me a great deal. And, of course, subscribe. If you'd like to see more in the future, click the like button if you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Can't stop the episode here until I switch windows.